All right, so this is called the Lord's Passover, the lamb, the bitter, and the sweet. All right, the title sound deep, but it ain't that deep, y'all. I just want to make it sound good. All right, I ain't had that much time. So let's start off with the with that PowerPoint. Show that real quick. Show that real quick. We're gonna run through some things so y'all can get some visual aids. All right, go to the next one. Go to the next one, y'all. Yeah, you're going to have to sit in front of it. Don't walk away. No, right there. All right, so let's go to Exodus chapter 1. All right. Yo, who's reading? You going to read? All praises. All right. We get Exodus 1. Just start at verse 1. You're going to read down.
The book of Exodus chapter 1 and verse 1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man and his household came with Jacob: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan and Naphtali, Gad and Asher. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls. And Joseph was in Egypt already.
Right. So they had 70 members of the family, right? The 12 sons, Jacob, his wife, or his wives, right? And Joseph, which was one of the sons, he was already in Egypt. He was the number 2 man there, right? So this is what I want to show y'all, right? So when y'all look up on the screen, that's an actual, carving or what would they call that? A relief of Joseph, right? And that's carved into the wall. There's another picture we had where Joseph is jet black, like super black. And Joseph, yes, Northern Kingdom, that's your father. Yeah. And he was super black, jet black. In the actual hieroglyphics, right? But that's him right there. And the reason it says from prisoner to ruler, if y'all remember, Joseph wound up getting taken into slavery. Then he was raised up. He was in the Pharaoh's house. The Pharaoh's wife had said that he tried to lay with her. He wound up going to prison. He broke down some dreams, interpreted some dreams, and wound up saving Egypt from famine. And then he became what? The number 2 in the nation of Egypt. All right. So now that's where we at, right? Read down again. We in Exodus 1 and verse 6.
Verse 6. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all the generation. And the children of Israel were fruitful, and increased abundantly, and multiplied, and waxed exceeding mighty. And the land was filled with them.
And the land was filled with them, right? So it started off. And if any of y'all heard Deacon's class just now, he mentioned that, how they started off at 70 and it bloomed into a whole nation within a nation, right? So that's kind of how we are here, right? We're a nation within a nation, right? Go ahead.
Now there arose a new king over Egypt.
Right. When they say a new king, go ahead, finish that up.
And there arose a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Right. When they talk about a new king, they talk about a new kingdom, right? A new kingdom, right? So no, remember, Joseph is dead. All the forefathers is gone, right? And this is between the 17th and 18th dynasty, which is called the New Kingdom. All right. Hey, go to the next, flip to the next screen. All right. Okay, so this is going into when Joseph was a prisoner, then he went to a ruler. You can read that. Genesis 41, y'all. We're going to read that quick, and then we're going to jump down.
You want me to read it here?
It's up to you.
All right. Genesis 41 and 41. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, See, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand and put it upon Joseph's hand and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen, and put a gold chain upon his neck.
Of course, Israel got to get a gold chain on their neck. Go ahead.
And he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had. And they cried before him, Bow the knee. And he made him ruler over all the land of Egypt.
Right. So jump to Psalms 105, y'all. We're going to go Psalms 105, 16. Psalms 105 and 16.
The book of Psalms, chapter 105 and verse 16. Moreover, he called for a famine upon the land. He brake the whole staff of bread. He sent a man before them, even Joseph, who was sold for a servant, whose feet thy hurt with fetters.
Hold on, stay right there. So it said Joseph, who was sold for a servant, right? Where's my MOV guys? Where the MOV guys? Any of y'all here? Oh, let me find out. I see a hand up. Armand, how did Joseph get sold for a servant?
He was,
Find out. Let me find out.
I don't know, sir.
Huh? You don't know?
I forgot.
Pass that mic. Mason.
Brother Mason. So the forefathers, the 12 tribes of Israel,
Right.
were jealous with Joseph because he was their favorite son.
Right.
So they sold him into slavery and made it seem like a goat killed him.
Right. Made him seem like he got killed, but that's it. Thank you. All right. So that's what happened, y'all. If y'all ain't read that, y'all need to go read y'all Bible. That's exactly what happened. Joseph was the favorite, all right, of Jacob. Jacob gave him a coat of a lot of colors, so he was fly walking around and young, right? And his brothers were like, "Yo, we tired of this guy." When they went places, they didn't even want to take him. They said he always tell him, "What we doing?" He run back, tell Pops, "Yo, these guys are going crazy over there, man." You know what I mean? So that's what happened. So that's correct. All right, let's get back. Throw that back up on the screen. Go ahead.
Verse 17, he sent a man before them, even Joseph, who was sold for a servant, whose feet they hurt with fetters.
Right.
He was laid in iron until the time that his word came. The word of the Lord tried him. The king sent and loosed him, even the ruler of the people, and let him go free. He made him lord of his house and ruler of all his substance.
Right. They talking about Pharaoh. Go ahead.
To bind his princes at his pleasure and teach his senators wisdom.
Right. So Joseph was teaching everybody wisdom. Right. Go ahead.
Israel also came into Egypt, and Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham.
That's good right there. Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham, letting you know that the Israelites were not Hamites. Right. Y'all understand that? Do y'all understand that? All right. All right. So let's get back to the book of Exodus, chapter 1. Go back to verse 8.
The book of Exodus, chapter 1, and verse 8. Now there arose a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
All right. Go to the next slide, y'all, because we want to run through those rulers, those pharaohs. All right. Go ahead. Pharaohs from the 17th to 19th dynasty. All right. Go ahead. All right. So a lot of y'all know Nefertiti, right? Everybody back in the days, the Nefertiti earrings. I don't know if y'all had that out here. That was a big deal. That was a big, they had it. Yeah. And in the 80s, the Nefertiti earrings and the chain, right? Then you had Tutmos III. You had, everybody know King Tut, Tutankhamun, Hatshepsut, Ramses II. Okay, so Ramses II had came during this time as well, right? We're going to read down. I'll show you what that is. Then you had Pharaoh Kamos, Nebmatir, and Amenhotep III. Okay, what's that next slide? All right, now we good. We good. You can drop that. All right, read on. We in Exodus 1 and 9. Go ahead. I'm sorry, 10.
Exodus chapter 1 and verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters.
Right, so they took our people and put us into slavery. That's what it is. And they took taskmasters, meaning brothers from amongst us was what? The ones who was putting the whip on us, right? The same thing that happened to us when we was in slavery here in America, right? That's what they did, right? To do what? To pit us against each other, right? Go ahead.
To afflict them with their burdens. And they built for Pharaoh treasured cities.
Right. Treasured cities. Go ahead.
Pithom and Ramses.
Right. That Ramses that y'all saw up there, Ramses II, that's who they built that for. All right. Go ahead.
But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel.
Right. So I just wanted to show y'all that, right? How it first started when Israel got into the land of Egypt. All right, so now let's go to Exodus 12. All right, we're going to come back to that. We're going to go to Exodus 12 real quick. We're going to read verses 1 and 2.
The book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt.
We're going to read through 12, 1 through 12.
Okay. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. Mm-hmm. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a house.
Right. So they saying every man has to take a lamb according to what? The number of people in your household. Right. So if you got 15 kids, you got to make sure you got a couple lambs ready. Mm-hmm. Right. If it's just you and wifey, maybe y'all just get a leg of lamb. Y'all get a lamb, but then y'all got to split the lamb. Well, that's going to come up. Go ahead, read.
And if the household be too little for the lamb,
there you go.
Let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls.
Right. So in other words, when you get this lamb, if you and your wife, that's the only people, or you got one kid, y'all can't eat the whole lamb. So share it. Because this ain't going to be no leftovers. It ain't Thanksgiving. We're not going to eat lamb sandwiches in the morning and all that. Where the mustard at? Yo, give me some. Give me some of that honey mustard. No, none of that's going to happen. Go ahead.
Every man according to his eating shall make you your account of the lamb.
Right.
Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year.
Right. That lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Go ahead.
Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats.
Right. So you can either have sheep, lamb, or you're going to have a goat. Y'all understand that? All right.
And ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. Mm-hmm. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
Right.
And they shall take of the blood.
Hold on. I want that. And ye shall keep it up until the 14th day. Right. So they say on the 10th, you get that lamb. And you're going to hold that lamb. I don't know what you're going to do with it for all them days. You know what I mean? Y'all building the lamb up. Lamb. Feeding and fattening them up. Lamb, you ain't going to be here come 15th. Right. But this is important. Right. Well, we'll read through and then I'll come back to this. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts.
Right.
And on the upper door posts of the houses.
Right.
Wherein they shall eat it.
Go ahead.
And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire.
Right. So in that night, roast with fire. Okay. It's a very specific detail as to how to eat this lamb. Right. We're not supposed to boil a lamb. You can't barbecue the lamb. You can't do anything else but roast it with fire. Go ahead.
And unleavened bread. And with bitter herbs they shall eat it.
Right. So y'all heard that? With bitter herbs, unleavened bread, and that lamb. That's the menu tonight. No macaroni and cheese.
Right.
For you first time Passover people, bro. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Because we had some crazy Israelites. They wasn't with us. But there was some crazy Israelites. They had turkey. Remember that?
Yep. They was having Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they was having Thanksgiving. They called it the Passover. They had collard greens. So like,
bitter herbs.
Yeah, Christ died for us. We can eat whatever we want. Hell no.
Dip your hand in the bowl with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Dip your hand in the bowl with me. For real. No, but that's real talk, y'all. That's real talk. So understand, when Passover comes, it's a very simple menu. Roasted lamb, bitter herbs. All right. And what is a bitter herb? That don't mean romaine lettuce.
Right.
Okay. That don't mean iceberg lettuce. Right. That don't mean anything green. It means bitter herbs. All right. Mustard greens, watercress. They got a few. Huh? Yeah. Cilantro. If y'all can eat that, I can't stand cilantro. But y'all on the West Coast, they love cilantro. Anything have to do with a taco, y'all love. Yeah.
Damn.
Shout out to the tribe of Issachar. The tribe of Issachar, for all the people who will watch this video, the tribe of Issachar runs California. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. All right? Indeed. Tell Judah to go sit down somewhere. Judah even stole their tacos. Okay? Call them Judah tacos. Are you kidding me? See? But I know you're not Issachar. Right, she's not Issachar. But her husband's Issachar and he taught her well. That food is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. She got the best Issachar food and she's not even Issachar. Can't make it up. All right, go ahead.
Eat not of it raw.
Right. Oh, eat not of it raw. All right, Yasef?
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I was about to say the same.
Yeah, we got to
thing.
pick on people.
Who else did that?
Yeah, we got to make sure that this
Well.
class is fun. So when people watch it, they're going to laugh. Obviously, Yasef always giving us red food.
It's a smoke ring.
Yeah. It's
You gotta savor the flavor.
right. You need some juices coming out of it. No, we don't. No, we don't. We want it well done, my brother. All right? Soldier Ruel, he just got better. We just healed him
Yeah.
of his sins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was
He
giving
got
us red
dipped into
meat.
Jordan.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, man. All right. So eat not of it raw. Go ahead.
Nor sodden at all with water,
That means no boiling. Right? Go ahead.
but roast with fire.
Uh-huh.
His head with his legs.
Right.
And with the with the pertinence thereof.
Right, meaning the whole lamb or the whole goat has to be cooked together, right? All the pertinence, meaning all the heart, lungs, everything that got to be inside there cooking. All right, go ahead.
And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning.
That's the part right there, y'all. Okay, so that's why I said it ain't no leftovers like Thanksgiving. All right, to all you first timers. Okay, what we eat tonight, what we don't eat, we burn it with fire and totally gone. So tomorrow there's no leftover lamb. You don't have to eat lamb for the whole week. You can eat whatever you want. Obviously, no leaven. Okay, go ahead.
And that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire.
Right.
And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet,
Right.
and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover.
Right. So the first Passover you had to eat in haste, right? Because what? Christ was about to come through there and put on a performance. So we had to get up out of there. So that's why I said eat in haste, have your staff in your hand, shoes on your feet, and get up out of there. Right? Go ahead.
For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night.
Right.
And I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast.
Go ahead.
And against all the gods of Egypt will I execute judgment.
That's right. Against all the gods of Egypt will I execute judgment. We're going to get back to that, right? Now, I want to spend a little time on the Passover itself. Go to Leviticus 23. All right?
Okay, can I touch something right quick in verse 8?
Yeah.
Because it's telling you how to eat it. For newcomers here that's just now keeping the Passover, it's a certain way that he wants you to season the meat too.
Right.
You can't use seasoned salt. You can't
That's right.
use whatever you want to
That's
season
important.
the Passover lamb. You got to use exactly what the scriptures say to use.
Right.
Go to Leviticus 2 and verse 13 right quick.
Yep.
Turn that phone off. Or silence it. You got it, Judah?
Leviticus chapter 2 and verse 13.
Yep.
And every oblation of thy meat offering shalt thou season with salt.
Season it with what?
Season with salt.
You only supposed to season it with salt. That's it. Nothing else. Just salt. Is that it?
Neither shalt thou suffer the salt of the covenant of thy God to be lacking from thy meat offering. With all thy offering thou shalt offer salt.
Right.
With all thy offerings you shall offer salt.
Right.
Only only seasonings you use is salt. That's it.
Right. And it said, don't let it lack, meaning, yo, get that meat some flavor. Right. Yeah. Get that thing some flavor. This is the Israelites you cooking for.
Yeah.
And when it came to the salt, I had to keep calling and checking on Soldier Ruel. You know how you get down.
Yeah.
He will give us high blood pressure.
When we no, that's
Yeah.
Malachi.
Malachi,
Oh, yeah, he's
do that.
Malachi, you don't do that.
Yeah. I called him last night and threatened him.
Yeah, you just put enough on there
Yeah.
for us to have fun.
Yeah, that's it. We need to eat this thing. Because we had a Passover back in like that when we was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Man, I think it was 2018, 2017. One of them years, man.
Atlanta was 18.
18? Yeah. Hey, that thing was salty, man.
Yeah.
We could barely eat it. We was like,
Thirsty.
yeah. We was chewing with our front teeth. We didn't want to taste nothing. Yo. All right. Let's go back. Let's go. Leviticus 23, y'all. All right. We're going to start in verse 5. Okay? Because this is one of the questions I got. It was a little confusion as to when does the Passover start? When is the Feast of Unleavened Bread, right? So go ahead.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
In the 14th day of the first month, at even, is the Lord's Passover.
Stop right there. So now it says on the 14th day, at even, is the Lord's Passover. All right. So what day is the Lord's Passover? If this world were mine. Elijah, come on. Talk to me.
Shalom, sir. It's the 15th day.
The 15th day.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what y'all got to understand, like right now, we in the 14th day. Right? Now, the 15th day has come all around the world, probably, right? On the UK, Africa, all where brothers is at, right? East Coast, right? All of that, right? But here on the West, it hasn't quite jumped into the 15th day yet, right? So at dark, we'll be in the 15th day. Y'all understand that? Do y'all understand that? All right, y'all got it. These are important things, okay? So on the 14th day at even, meaning the 15th day, right, is the Passover. So if we telling you the Passover is on the 15th day, not on the 15th at even, because that would make it the 16th, right? So the 14th at even will be the 15th. Are we clear? All right, I just want to make sure all of y'all know that.
And that day starts from the new moon.
Right.
The new moon is not the 15th of April or the 15th of May.
Right.
And remember, y'all want to take note of this because like the bishop been preparing us for famine, war, so on and so forth. If we get split up for a year or two, you know what I'm saying? You guys going to need to know how to keep this. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to get on Zoom if the online is down. Right? So just take notes. We're giving you details just in case something like that happens.
Right. That's the point. Right? Okay. Where we at?
Verse 5.
Go ahead. Yes, sir. 6.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread.
Stop. Right? So now the feast of unleavened bread. All right. So somebody explain that to me. No.
We can't keep having the same hands,
Yeah.
man.
Who's this right here? This Kemuel right there?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, he
Kemuel
always
right
running
there.
around acting like he a big time teacher. Yo, Kemuel, what's going on here? Yeah, why don't you teach the people something? Somebody hand him a mic or do something.
Hand him a
ain't no mic?
microphone. It's a one out
All right.
there.
So talk to us about unleavened bread, the feast of unleavened bread. When does it start?
So the Feast of Unleavened Bread starts on the 15th day. It's the same thing as the Passover.
Okay, good. And how long does it last?
7 days.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Y'all see that? So when you hear the feast of unleavened bread and Passover, it's the same day. All right? So the Passover is what we call, that's what we're eating. Y'all understand that? When we have that lamb, that unleavened bread, the bitter herbs, that's the Passover. And the feast of unleavened bread is for 7 days where you're going to eat unleavened bread with a meal, not just unleavened bread. All right, you know, we got to make sure, because we heard word that somebody put icing on the unleavened bread and just eating cake every day, getting constipated.
Yep. It's going to be a whole lot of brothers in the red.
Yeah. All right. So a little piece. Y'all ain't got to go crazy. All right. Just a little piece. I know it tastes good, but take it easy.
Take it
All right.
easy.
Yeah. Go ahead, yo.
Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. In the first day ye shall have a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Go ahead.
But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days.
Right.
In the 7th day is a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Right. That's the end of the feast. Right. So that's why we're going to be back here again. All right. Go ahead.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When you be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruit of your harvest unto the priest. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it.
Go ahead.
And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf and he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord.
Right. A he lamb, right, without blemish. All right. Let's get 1 Peter chapter 1. All right. Let's get First Peter's, y'all. We're going to run through it real quick. Let me see. First Peter's 1, you can start at verse 13.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober. Hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Jesus Christ.
Right. So the Lord is telling you here, gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober. Meaning what? You got to keep those commandments, right? Keep your mind on Christ, all of that. Go ahead.
As obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lust in your ignorance.
Right. Your old man. Right. Go ahead.
But as he which have called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation.
Go ahead.
Because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy. And if ye call on the Father, who without respect of person judges according to every man's work, pass the time of your sojourning here in fear. For as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things.
Right. You were not redeemed with corruptible things. You were redeemed with what? With the death of Christ. That's what it's talking about. Go ahead.
As silver and gold from your vain conversation received by tradition from your fathers.
Go ahead.
But with the precious blood of Christ, as of a lamb without blemish.
All right. You see that? As of a lamb without blemish. Go ahead.
And without spot.
Stop. So when we doing the Passover, that lamb is a representation of Christ. That's the point. So when Christ came, he didn't do any sin, right? He had no spot, no blemish, no wrinkle. That's how come when the Lord was asking for the sacrifices, he was saying, I need a he lamb, right? Without blemish, so on and so forth. So when the children of Israel, remember, they were going around getting the worst lamb they could find, right? They wanted to keep the good lamb, sell that and make money. And the worst ones they was putting up, y'all see what they were doing. They were disrespecting the Savior. That's the point, right? Go ahead.
Who verily was foreordained.
Right. He verily was foreordained. Meaning he was ordained from the beginning. That's what it's saying. Go ahead.
Before the foundation of the world.
Go ahead.
But was manifest in these last times for you.
All right, that's good. Let's go to John 1:29. John chapter 1 and verse 29.
The book of John chapter 1 and verse 29.
We're going to read down to 36.
The next day John seeth Jesus coming unto him, and saith, Behold, the Lamb of God, which taketh away the sins of the world.
Right. Behold, the Lamb of God. So John already knew this. That what? That Christ was going to take away the sins of the world. What? Because he was the Lamb. That's why it's easy for us to know that what the Lord's sacrifice is done away with. When you read things like this, nobody should be confused. Go ahead.
This is he of whom I said, After me cometh a man, which is preferred before me. For he was before me, and I knew him not, but that he should be made manifest to Israel. Therefore I am come baptizing with water.
Right. That's John the Baptist. Go ahead.
And John bare record, saying, I saw the Spirit descending from heaven like a dove, and it abode upon him. And I knew him not. But he that sent me to baptize with water, the same said unto me, Upon whom thou see the Spirit descending and remaining on him, the same is he which baptizes with the Holy Ghost.
Right. Because if y'all remember, Christ never baptized anybody with water.
Right.
Never. Right? Go ahead.
And I saw and bear record that this is the Son of God.
Right.
Again, the next day after John stood and two of his disciples, and looking upon Jesus as he walked, he saith, Behold, the Lamb of God.
Right, the Lamb of God. So let's go back. Leviticus 23. All right. Just want to make sure we put these things together. And I know y'all heard this before, but these are the times where we really need to link them up so y'all will remember. All right. And in them scriptures, make sure y'all write these precepts next to them scriptures, man. So y'all remember. Okay. Leviticus 23. Let's start in 13.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil.
Right. Hold on now. It says, and the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour. Now, why is it saying that? Is it saying to take the flour, sprinkle it on the lamb, make fried lamb? What? Why is it saying that? These are the important things. When we're reading through the scriptures, we gotta do this. Go ahead, read. Finish that up.
With oil and offering made by fire
Uh-huh.
unto the Lord for a sweet savor.
Go ahead.
And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine,
Oh, go ahead.
the fourth part of a hin.
Stop. Let's go to Leviticus 2. Go to Leviticus 2. We want to find out about that flour. All right. Going to start in verse 1, y'all.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 2 and verse 1. And when any will offer a meat offering unto the Lord, his offering shall be of fine flour,
There you go. Go ahead.
and he shall pour oil upon it,
Go ahead.
and put frankincense thereon. And he shall bring it to Aaron's sons, the priests, and he shall take thereout his handful of the flour thereof, and of the oil thereof, with all the frankincense thereof, and the priest shall burn the memorial of it upon the altar, to be an offering made by fire, for a sweet savor unto the Lord.
Go ahead.
And the remnant of the meat offering shall be Aaron's and his sons. It is a thing most holy of the offering of the Lord made by fire.
Go ahead.
And if thou bring an oblation of meat offering baken in the oven, it shall be unleavened cakes of fine flour mingled with oil,
Right. Go ahead.
or unleavened wafers anointed with oil.
So that's the point. You got to have unleavened bread with it.
Yep.
All right. But that's what it said. In Leviticus 23, it doesn't say unleavened bread right there. Right. But it says flour mingle with oil and this and that. Right. So precept must be upon precept. That's how we understand. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
All right. You brothers better be on point. All right. Wait a minute. It was something I seen in there. Hold on. Something got said. Hold on. Oblation. He said something in there I saw. All right. No. We good. Let's go to First Esdras. Let me show y'all something. The book of First Esdras. Book of First Esdras. We're going to be right in chapter 1, y'all. Right in chapter 1. I'm going to read 1 and 2.
The book of First Ezra, chapter 1 and verse 1. And Josiah held a feast of the Passover in Jerusalem unto his Lord, and offered the Passover the 14th day of the first month.
Go ahead.
Having set the priests according to their daily courses, being arrayed in long garments in the temple of the Lord.
Right. Hold on for a second. Arrayed in long garments in the temple of the Lord. All right. Give me Wisdom of Solomon real quick. We're coming right back here, y'all. I just want to show y'all something. Right. Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 24. We coming right back. But I want to show y'all something about these long garments.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18 and verse 24. For in the long garment was
in the long garment, go ahead.
was the whole world.
Right. Hold on. It says, for in the long garment was the whole world. Go ahead.
For in the long garment was the whole world, and in the 4 rows of the stones was the glory of the fathers graven.
Stop. What does that mean? In the long garment was the whole world, and in the 4 rows was the glory of the fathers. Let's see what we got going on, man. Who that in the back over there? Oh, Manasseh.
Oh, yeah.
Brother Manasseh. What that's talking about.
Shalom, leadership.
Shalom.
Happy feast.
Happy
That
feast.
means Israel and the ephod, where the 12 stones are engraved or embedded into the metal.
Right. So what the 12 stones stand for?
There's 12 tribes, sir.
Right. So those 12 stones, which are the 12, with each stone was, each stone represented a tribe in Israel, right? And the Lord said what? That was the world in the long garment, right? So now y'all understand John 3:16, the whole world, right? That's when Christ said, John 18 and 20, when he said, I ever spake to the whole world. I spoke openly to the world, right? I taught in the synagogues. The world is always talking about Israel. Very rarely in the scriptures it's not talking about Israel when it says the world. So right there you see it again. All right, so nobody need to be confused. Don't feel no way. Don't go home. You start, because you know when you first come into truth, you questioning things, but that's good. Y'all question yourselves. Damn, am I in the right thing? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they twisting the scriptures. They probably know the Bible better than me. That's why they don't. You know what I mean? All that, right? But the bottom line is that's too clear for you, for anybody to say something separate about or different. All right, so let's go back to First Esdras.
First Ezra chapter 1 and verse 2.
Start at 5.
Verse 5. According as David the king of Israel prescribed, and according to the magnificence of Solomon his son, and standing in the temple according to the several dignities of the families of you, the Levites, who minister in the presence of you, brethren, the children of Israel. Offer the Passover in order, and make ready the sacrifices for your brethren, and keep the Passover according to the command of the Lord, which was given unto Moses.
Go ahead.
And unto the people that was found there, Josiah gave 30,000 lambs.
Right. So Josiah, he gave 30,000 lambs. This Passover was crazy. This was a real party. The reason I bring this out is because, remember, when we read about the original Passover, they had to get up out of there, right? But now you see the Passover is what? It's a memorial, a celebration, right? So now we bringing out all the lambs. Watch, y'all gonna see. Go ahead.
And kids, and 3,000 calves. These things were given of the king's allowance.
Go ahead.
According as he promised to the people, to the priests, and to the Levites.
Go ahead.
And Hilkiah, Zacharias, and Silas, the governors of the temple, gave to the priests for the Passover 2,600 sheep and 300 calves.
So they added on. Right, go ahead.
And Jeconias and Samias and Nathaniel his brother and Asabias and Ochiel and Joram, captains over thousands, gave to the Levites for the Passover 5,000 sheep and 700 calves.
Go ahead.
And when these things were done, the priests and the Levites, having the unleavened bread, stood in the very comely order according to the kindreds, and according to the several dignities of the fathers before the people, to offer to the Lord, as it is written in the book of Moses. And thus did they in the morning. And they roast the Passover with fire.
You see that? They roasted the Passover with fire. Nothing changed. Right? Same thing with us today. We roasting the Passover lamb. That's what we're doing. Nothing has changed. Go ahead.
As appertaineth. As for the sacrifices, they sawed them in brass pots
Go ahead.
and pans with a good savor.
Go ahead.
And set them before all the people. And afterward they prepared themselves. And for the priests, their brethren, the sons of Aaron. For the priests offered the fat until night.
Right.
And the Levites prepared for themselves, and the priests their brethren, the sons of Aaron.
Right. So they was eating all night. That's what he's saying. They had the fat all night. All them lambs and calves and all of that, people just kept coming. You're here, whatever. Come, live. Right? Because guess what? Why they was just eating and eating and eating? Why? Common sense. Go ahead. Soldier.
Hey, shalom, leadership.
Shalom,
Most
shalom.
high Christ bless.
Sign Christ
Because they
bless.
had to be burned in the morning.
Right. Because you don't want to leave nothing over anyway. Right? So whoever can eat, let them blow up. Right? But it was protein. It ain't like it's going to get you fat like that. When it's saying the fat, they don't mean literal fat. It means, the good food. Right? Go ahead.
The holy singers also, the sons of Asaph, were in their order, according to the appointment of David,
Right.
to wit, Asaph, Zacharias, and Jeduthun, who was of the king's retinue.
Right. Hold on. Let's get 1 Chronicles 25. Right? So I want to show y'all something. So now, what you got? You got a party going on. You got singers. You got all type of what you call it, entertainment. What I said, 25, right? Yeah. Start at 25, verse 1.
The book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 25 and verse 1. Moreover, David and the captains of the host separated to the service of the sons of Asaph.
Right. This is what's being referenced in Esdras. Right. Go ahead.
And of Heman, and of Jeduthun, who should prophesy with harps.
Stop. You see, it said who should prophesy with harps, because when you're doing music for the Lord, that's called prophecy, y'all. Right. So if y'all are ever listening to any, music, let's say original royalty, whatever, any one of them songs, you brothers make sure your head ain't covered. Yeah, you can't be walking around with the hoodie, bopping the head hard like if you're listening to, you know what I mean? Whatever's going on today. All right, because prophesying is coming out. Y'all understand that? Yep. All right, go ahead. And I'm sorry, and they was prophesying with just instrumentals. That's it. That's harps and psalteries. It ain't even no words. But the fact that you dedicating that to the Lord already, that's prophecy. Y'all understand, right? All right, go ahead.
With psalteries and with cymbals and with and the number of the workmen according to their service was of the sons of Asaph, Zaccur and Joseph and Nethaniah and Azarellah, the sons of Asaph, under the hands of Asaph, which prophesied according to the order of the king. And Jeduthun, the son of Jeduthun, Gedaliah, and Zerah.
I'm sorry, jump down to verse 6.
Verse 6. All these were under the hands of their father for song in the house of the Lord, with the cymbals, psalteries, and harp of the for the service of the house of God, according to the king's order to Asaph, Jeduthun, and Heman.
Go ahead.
So the number of them with their brethren that were instructed in the song of the Lord, even all that were cunning, was 268.
Right. So you had to be nice. That's what it's saying. When it say cunning, that means anybody can't do this.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know how y'all,
Karaoke.
Right. No, I want to make a song. Oh yeah, can you sing? Yeah. You are so beautiful. No. We don't give a damn about none of that. I'm singing for the Lord. No, you ain't. This ain't the Glee Club. We want people with actual talent. That's what this is saying. All right, don't get crazy, y'all. This is what the Lord said, I want my talented ones. That's what he said. Even all that were cunning, right, was 204 score. That's 88. 288 people he had doing music, right? And he had them in certain courses, right? So like if you, like today you have what's known as like release dates. You got this song coming out this week. You got another one coming out this time. This coming out this time. Y'all understand? So everything was orderly, all right? So I just wanted to show y'all that. They even got some, I mean, there's a lot about music in the Bible. Y'all probably, I did a class a long time ago on music in the Bible. But there was even a scripture which shows that David wrote a song and just gave it to them and said, yo, find the music for that. Right? They do that today, right? People write songs, pass it on, and then brothers get down and put the beat to it, and that's it. This been going on, y'all. All right? So let's go back. All right, first Esdras, pick up in 16. Or 15, wherever we left off.
Verse Ezra, chapter 1 and verse 15. The holy singers also, the sons of Asaph, were in their order, according to the appointment of David, to wit, Asaph, Zacharias, Jeduthun, who was of the king's retinue.
Right, that's what we just read. Go ahead.
Moreover, the porters were at every gate. It was not lawful for any to go from his ordinary service, for their brethren, the Levites, prepared for them. Thus were the things that belonged to the sacrifice of the Lord accomplished in that day, that they might hold the Passover.
Right. So for the Passover, they made sure they got all the instruments set up. The band was ready. They got singers going on. They got the food prepared. Everything is set up. It's a whole celebration, y'all. All right. So if y'all see how we dealing with Passover now, some of y'all who just came in, we used to have Passovers all together, the whole nation, right? So to be like how many thousands and thousands of people, we got a concert going on, this, that, and the third. Somebody might question that and say, yo, I thought this was a Passover. What they doing? Yeah. These guys dressed up, they got diamonds around their neck, chains. Yeah, we was doing it crazy. Somebody find that Benjavites video where they got Jalil, he's performing on the stage. That was Passover. And that thing was out of control. You know what I mean? Huh? Yeah, I think it was the one in Atlanta or Orlando. One of them. It might have been Orlando. I think it was Orlando. Yeah, because I was in New York, and some dudes out there they wanted to sign a couple of the groups or whatever, and take it to the big labels. So we had this meeting. They saw that video, and they was like, "Damn, y'all doing a lot." It was a whole concert. We had the lights, camera, actions, everything. Who was there at the first joint we had in Atlanta? That's the one you talking about. Well, that was super crazy. People seeing that, they was like, "Oh God, these guys sold out." They with Jay-Z. Nah, we wasn't with Jay-Z, man. All right, so go ahead.
Verse 18, and offer sacrifices upon the altar of the Lord, according to the commandment of King Josiah.
Go ahead.
So the children of Israel, which were present, held the Passover at that time. And the feast of sweet bread 7 days.
The feast of what?
Sweet bread 7 days.
Okay, can somebody tell me what is the feast of sweet bread? What is the feast of sweet bread? Little something different.
My man right there.
Who's that?
Yeah, you looking at me. Yeah,
David?
you right there. Yeah, you.
Ooh, Jamiel. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Name Jamiel.
that's
right.
my name.
Shalom. Most High Christ bless.
Saint Christ bless.
Happy Passover.
Happy Passover.
That would be unleavened bread.
Right. That's
Right.
unleavened bread. Right? So why they hold on, stay right there. Leave him with the mic, he ain't running. Why they calling it the Feast of Sweet Bread?
That I don't know.
Come on. Come on. All right, pass that mic. Aeneas, pass it to him, to your left. I mean, to your right. Talk to us, bro.
Shalom, sir. Because
Shalom.
it had to be sweet,
What has to be sweet?
the bread.
Right. That unleavened bread got to be sweet. So you see all the flavors that the sisters is coming with? That's the right thing.
They gotta be good, man. That
Yeah.
goes into that too. Don't come
Yeah.
here with that trash bread, man.
Saltine cracker.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
can't do that.
ain't no saltine cracker.
Right.
No communion.
It's not a matzah cracker.
Right. No, but that's good because the matzah cracker is unleavened. Right? That's unleavened. But for this time here, you can't deal with that 7 days.
Yeah.
You have to have the sweet bread. Y'all clear with that? All right. So they called it the Feast of Sweet Bread. That's a beautiful thing right there. These are good things to learn. All right. Let's move on. Go back to Leviticus 23, y'all. 13. We ain't gonna be here long. Just another 2 hours. Don't worry about it. Bruh.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 13.
Yes, sir.
And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of a hin.
Okay. That was it on that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, let's jump to 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 5, y'all. Right? Because we're going to see. 1 Corinthians 5. Let's start in. Let's get right to it. Let's start in. Now, you know what? Let's just start from the top. First one. Yeah, so we get the understanding. Go ahead.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 5, and verse 1. It is reported commonly that there is fornication among you, and such fornication is not so much as named among the Gentiles, that one should have his father's wife.
Right. So in the congregation, you had a brother who was sleeping with his father's wife. It's not his mother, but his father's wife. Right. Go ahead.
And ye are puffed up, and have not rather mourned, that he that have done this deed might be taken away from among you.
Meaning that y'all ain't really telling this man that he was out of order. Right. Nobody said nothing to him. They knew what was going on and they didn't say a thing. All right. Go ahead.
For I verily, as absent in the body, but present in the spirit, present in spirit, have judged already, as though I were present, concerning him that have done so this deed.
Go ahead.
In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, when ye are gathered together, and my spirit with the power of the Lord Jesus Christ, to deliver such a one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh.
Right. So Paul said, we're going to deliver this man to Satan. Right. For the destruction of the flesh. Meaning what? That they're going to put him out the body. Right. They're putting him out the body for committing adultery, basically. Right. And not only that, but what does it mean by sending him to Satan and destroying his flesh? What that mean? Can anybody help with that? A lot of hands is up. Crazy amount of hands is up.
Who's that?
That's Elijah back there. All right, let me give Elijah. Let him. Oh wait,
Give him
yeah,
a shot at it.
yeah. Let him get a shot.
Get him a little free throw.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Shalom.
ahead.
When it's saying deliver them unto Satan, that's talking about when he get kicked out the body. Satan is able to tempt them a lot more because the body is supposed to be like a support system. So
Okay.
when he's not around the body, now he's going to be delivered and tempted extra hard by Satan.
That's hard body right there. Who else got something for me on that? Vanessa, you had something?
Yes, sir. Shalom again. That's for him to get rid of that sin.
Right.
He being purged from the body, he should be purging that sin while he's out there.
Right. There should be some godly sorrow and getting
Yes,
up.
sir.
But what Elijah said is correct, right? Because when you outside
Yes.
the body, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crucial, right? So
Yes,
that is
sir.
right. But what you do, you just brought it home. So the point is, he's supposed to get that off him, right? Because when you read the rest, it says what? That the spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord Jesus, right? So he get his mind right, right? Go ahead.
Verse 6, your glorying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump?
Right. A little sin will add sin unto everything, right? Everything will become sinful, right? That's what the point is. A little leaven, right? Go ahead.
Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Christ our Passover is sacrificed for us.
So now that verse number 7, right? Talk to me about that when it says what? Get rid of that old leaven. What is it talking about? Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump. What does this scripture have to do? How does it correlate to what we had to do this past week? Let's just put it like that. Verse 7, what is it? How does it correlate with our actions for the past week? It's the best way I could put it. Who can answer that? Y'all guys is crazy. Now I got to call on guys. All right, come on, my brother. What's your name again? Wes. Okay, yeah.
We had to take the leaven.
Grab that.
Shalom.
Shalom.
We had to take the leaven out of our home.
Right. And what's the significance of that?
It's getting the sin, doing away with, all the madness you go.
Yeah, you can talk in the mic, bro.
Yeah, get rid of all that madness out of your life.
Right. So when you getting rid of all the leaven out of your house, right? That's symbolic of what? You getting rid of the sin out of your life, right? You just stop doing what you're doing, right? Sin no more. That's what Christ was saying, right? Yes. Okay. That's why I'm saying that. All right. Thank you, bro. Go ahead.
Verse 8.
Wait, hold on. For even Christ is our Passover. What does that mean? I want that. Terrence. For Christ is our Passover. What that mean?
Shalom, sir.
Shalom.
For Christ is our Passover, meaning Christ is our Savior.
Okay. Give me a little more.
That once he passes over, he'll do away with all the unleavened or all the sin.
What do you mean Passover?
When he passes over your home.
Nah, we talking about right here. For Christ is our Passover.
I don't want to guess, sir.
Okay. Who got me? Who got me? For Christ is our Passover. Let me see. I want one of these new dudes, man. They've been coming to the school for like 5 months. Give the mic to my brother right here. Elijah, come up. Get a bro. Yeah. Over here in that lighter green. No. Who that? Nope. Across from you. Yep. Him. Yeah. Thought he was hiding.
Elected.
Yeah, bro. The back of your head had a red dot on it. Yeah.
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Yep. So it says here in verse 7, it says, for even Christ, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. What does it mean by that? What Christ being the Passover, what that mean?
He's the lamb's blood. Well, he would.
Go ahead.
So he's like our protection, I guess.
No. Go back. Yeah, you about to get Christian. You started off good. You started good. Go ahead. Start the way you started before.
All right. So he's our. I want to say he's like our protection.
No. You said it right the first time. What'd you say?
He's our lamb's blood.
What do we do with the lamb?
Put it over we sacrifice it.
Right. So what happened with Christ?
We sacrificed it, or he was sacrificed.
Right. Y'all understand that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man, we got to engage y'all, man. Get y'all neurons firing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you know how to explain this stuff to your people, because your moms are still want you to come over for Easter. Right. You went to your mother's house for Easter? You? Okay, just making sure. I know a lot of people sneaking around. Listen, Ma, I don't agree with your Easter. You got some more of that chicken? Read on.
Verse 8. Therefore, let us keep the feast.
What he said?
Let us keep the feast.
Now, this is the New Testament. Can somebody ask a Christian why don't they keep the Passover?
Bring it out.
Why don't they keep the Passover? It says it right here. Therefore, let us keep the feast. They were the first ones to be like, Paul said. You notice that you don't hear Christians saying that no more?
Right.
We don't hear that in the street no more. Before they used to be like, Paul said. They thought we didn't know Paul. Now that we've been blazing them for years, they never bring Paul up. I don't hear nothing about Paul said nothing. Because now Paul said, keep the Passover. Damn. Go ahead.
Therefore, let us keep the feast, not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with unleavened bread of sincerity and truth.
Right. So y'all see what that is representing, right? Now, we talked about the bitter herbs before, right? So the bitter herbs, I didn't get too deep into it, but the bitter herbs is just representing what? In that time. Yes, sir. What do y'all think the bitter herbs was representing during that time? We talking about now in the time of Exodus, right? What was the bitter herbs? Mason.
The bitter herbs represented the misery that we lived in in captivity.
Right, the captivity. All right, y'all got that? So now y'all know what it is, right? The lamb is Christ. The bitter herbs is what? The captivity we was in, right? And that unleavened bread is what? Putting away that sin and all that. Y'all get it? Okay. Yeah, it's not too crazy, y'all. It ain't too crazy. You just got to learn it. All right. Oh, yeah, let's do some fun facts here. Go to Luke chapter 2. Luke 2. We jumping around a bit, y'all, but we going to get to it. We don't got that much to go. Go ahead. Luke 2, we're going to read 1 through 7 or something like that. Go ahead.
The book of Luke, chapter 2 and verse 1. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus.
Right. Remember we learned about Caesar Augustus this past Sabbath, right? Okay, go ahead.
That all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria.
Go ahead.
And all went to be taxed, every one into his own city.
Go ahead.
And Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David.
Go ahead.
To be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child. And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered.
Go ahead.
And she brought forth her firstborn son and wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger because there was no room for them in the inn.
Right. So now let me ask y'all a question. He was born during what season? What did they go back to Jerusalem to do? Bethlehem. What did they go back there to do? We just read it. Yo, what's my brother name in the back over there again? With the glasses. Yeah. Windmill man. Oh, yeah, Carl. Yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah, the windmill man. Yo, Carl, come on, bro. You need a Hebrew name, bro. We got to work on it, man.
Carl Sias.
Yeah. Yeah, Carl Sias. You crazy, man.
Shalom.
Shalom. All right. So what did they go back to Bethlehem for?
They keep the feast. The feast of the Passover.
What did they go back for?
Can we read it again?
You can read it. All right, he got to open his book. This guy's crazy. Go ahead, read that real quick. Don't ever sit it down, bro. How the hell you gonna put your gun away?
Verse 1.
What's wrong with this guy?
And it came to pass in those days there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius, the governor of Syria, and all went to be taxed, everyone into his own city.
Right. So what did Joseph and Mary go back to Bethlehem for?
To pay taxes.
Right, to pay taxes. And what wound up happening when she was there, when they were both there? When you read in verse 7.
And she brought forth a son.
Right. So she had Christ during tax season.
Right.
Right? So what season is now?
Tax season.
Right. What's today?
The Passover.
Right. Nothing changed. Hey, bring that thing up. Nothing changed. Back then, they were doing the taxes the same time, y'all. Same time. Remember, United States is Rome. United States is Rome. Don't ever forget that. Okay? That's why I say in Revelation that what? Rome was wounded and then what? Healed. Right? All praises. Y'all got that? Read that real quick.
Ancient Rome collected taxes year-round rather than on a single April deadline.
Okay.
While the taxes were vital for funding the military, there was no specific modern tax season aligned with April 15th.
Go ahead.
Though census-based registration for taxes could happen at various times, the tax year often began in March with ongoing regular collection of the various tributes and duties.
Scroll down. Here's show more. Right? And it talks about Augustus, right? Go ahead.
Augustus reforms.
Read the note.
Under Emperor Augustus.
No, the note. While some
Note, while some modern April 15th tax stories use Roman history for context, there is no evidence that the Roman state had a specific deadline of April 15th.
Clearly they didn't have a deadline of April 15th. That's silly. But they understand what people are doing. They know that the United States is Rome, so they put this stuff in here to throw you off. Right now, if you put there's another one in there that tells you that they literally were taking the taxes between 15th from March, what they call the Ides of March, all the way through into April. That was their main. It's not like a deadline like today. Obviously, it's not going to be exactly the same, but that was the major part of them getting the taxes. Of course, you pay taxes through the year, just like now. Anybody who owns a business, you can pay your taxes quarterly, right? That's normal. Souls know about that. Soldier Holy have he got all type of clients he doing that with. That's normal stuff. So this is not to say that what the Bible is a true book. That's what I'm trying to let y'all know. Right? It told you right there, the taxes, we already know that this is what? Spring, right? Going into the Passover season. Why am I bringing that up? Because you had the Passover, right? When the Lord came and he did his work. Then he was born, what? Around Passover time. And when did he die? Right. When did he die? That's a good one. Get Mark 15 real quick. We went through this the other day. Or last week, whenever it was, right? But sometimes we need to see these things so we can see how the Lord worked. Very orderly. You know, so we got to keep ourselves that way. Let me see. Y'all remember this because I was asking these questions, right? Go ahead. Mark 15 and 25.
The book of Mark, chapter 15 and verse 25. And it was the third hour, and they crucified him.
What's the third hour? JBO, go ahead. Because he got it wrong before. Go ahead.
Shalom, sir. It would be 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Stay right there. All right. When you go to verse 33, I'm going to just jump through real quick. Verse 33 says, and when the 6th hour was come, what's the 6th hour?
12.
All right. And the 9th hour?
3 p.m.
Right, 3 p.m., right? So when you read down, family, that's when Christ was what? That's when he died, after 3 o'clock, right? But now, go down to verse 42.
Verse 42. And now when the even was come,
right,
because it was the preparation, that is, the day before the Sabbath.
Right, the day before the Sabbath, which is what? Passover, right? Now I want to show y'all something. Give me John 19. John 19. And let's start in 31.
The book of John, chapter 19 and verse 31. The Jews, therefore, because it was the preparation that the bodies should not remain upon the cross on the Sabbath day, for the Sabbath day was an high day.
Right, meaning it was what? That Sabbath day was the Passover, right? So Christ could not, they didn't want the body to be on the cross, right, when Passover came in, right? So there's a reason for that, right? Go to Deuteronomy 21 real quick. Y'all might not have known that that's an actual law, okay? Deuteronomy 21. All right, Deuteronomy 21 and verse 22 and 23.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21 and verse 22. And if a man have committed a sin worthy of death, and he be put to death, and thou hang him on a tree, his body shall not remain all night upon the tree.
Right.
But thou shalt in any wise bury him that day.
Right.
For he that is hanged is accursed of God, that thy land be not defiled, which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance.
So that's how come Joseph of Arimathea went and got his body real quick, right? Said, nah, we got to get them down before the Sabbath, right? Or before the next day. All right? So I just want y'all to know, y'all see what's going on, right? Christ being born around the Passover, dying around the Passover, right? Just want to throw y'all those little, those little nuggets right there for y'all to hold on to. All right? So let's get Exodus 7 real quick. Matter of fact, hey, y'all, go back to those slides. Right. You could go a little slip. Go to the next slide. Yeah. All right. So starting in Exodus 7, you start talking about what? The idols, right? The idols and the plagues, right? Go ahead. Go to the next slide. Go ahead, bro. All right. So we're going to be at Exodus chapter 7 and verse 17.
The book of Exodus, chapter 7 and verse 17. Thus saith the Lord, in this thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Behold, I will smite with the rod that is in my hand upon the waters which are in the river, and they shall be turned to blood.
So remember when the Lord said that he going to smite all the firstborn, man and beast, and the idols. He was going to knock off all of Egypt's idols, right? So this is what they all were praising. This is all what they all were worshiping, right? You had all these different idols. And guess who else was worshiping them? Israel. So that's why the Lord was getting rid of all of these idols, because now he was what? Giving them the laws, cleaning them up, and had to let them know that these idols were garbage, right? So go ahead.
And the fish that is in the river shall die, and the river shall stink, and the Egyptians shall loathe to drink of the water of the river.
Right.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, say unto Aaron, take thy rod, and stretch out thy hand upon the waters of Egypt, upon their streams, upon their rivers, and upon their ponds, and upon all their pools of water, that they may become blood, and that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood and in vessels of stone. And Moses and Aaron did so, as the Lord commanded, and he lifted up the rod and smote the waters that were in the river, in the sight of Pharaoh and in the sight of his servants, and all the waters that were in the rivers were turned to blood.
Right. Go ahead. 21.
And the fish that was in the river died, and the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink of the water of the river, and there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt.
Right. So just remove me for a second, y'all. Right. So you had this, which was Sobek. He was the crocodile god of the Nile, right? So when the Lord was putting all these fish to death and turning the water into blood and all that, he was trying to let them know that this God ain't nothing. Because if this is the Nile God, how come he ain't stopped the Lord from turning it into blood? Y'all see? So when we read in here, it doesn't say, oh, Sobek. It don't say that. But that's what he was going after. That's one of the idols that he was going after. All right? Make sure y'all write that down. Sobek. Okay? The god of the Nile. All right, let's go to the next slide, brothers. Right? Exodus chapter 8 and verse 5, y'all. Good, bro? Yeah. All right.
Exodus chapter 8 and verse 5. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying to Aaron, stretch forth thy hand with thy rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause frogs to come up upon the land of Egypt. And Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. And the magicians did so with their enchantments, and brought up frogs upon the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, entreat the Lord that he may take away the frogs from me and from my people.
Go ahead.
And I will let the people go, that they may do sacrifice unto the Lord.
Right. And when you see when it says the magicians, those are the ones that were trying to do what? Create all type of miracles and all that. And they did have some power, y'all. They had power. I don't think they didn't. They definitely had some power. All right, go ahead.
And Moses said unto Pharaoh, glory over me. When shall I entreat for thee and for thy servant and for thy people to destroy the frogs from thee, thy houses, that they may remain in the river only?
Right, go ahead.
And he said, tomorrow. And he said, be it according to thy word, that thou mayest know that there is none like unto the Lord our God.
Right. So this one was what? He was talking about them frogs. Please tell the Lord, get them frogs away from me. Right. So that's Hecate, the frog idol goddess. All right. So this is supposed to be a goddess right here. All right. Write that down. Okay. That's the god Hecate. All right. Okay, let's jump down, I think, to verse 16. Go to the next slide. Should be 16. Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And the Lord said unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch, put thy rod.
Stretch out. Stretch out.
Stretch out. I don't say that. And the Lord said unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch out thy rod, and smite the dust of the land, that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And they did so. For Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod and smote the dust of the earth, and it became lice in man.
Right. Go ahead.
And in beasts. All the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt.
Right. You had lice flying all over the place, right? On men, on the animals. It was nasty. Go ahead.
And the magician did so with their enchantments to bring forth lice.
Right. So the magician said, oh, we could do that too. Boom. Go ahead.
But they could not. So there was lice upon man and upon beasts. Then the magician said unto Pharaoh, this is the finger of God.
Damn.
And Pharaoh's heart was hardened.
See that? Even the witches said, oh, this is the Lord. That's God right there, because we can't even do this. Go ahead.
And he hearkened not unto them, and the Lord had said, as the Lord had said. And the Lord said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh. Lo, he cometh forth to the water, and say unto him, thus saith the Lord, let my people go, that they may serve me. Else, if thou wilt not let my people go, behold, I will send swarms of flies upon thee, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thy houses, and the houses of the Egyptians shall be full of swarms of flies, and also the ground whereon they are.
Right. Right. So this right here, this is Scarab. This is the idol god, right? Kepri. That's the real name, right? But they call it the Scarab, right? Meaning what? The fly, Lord of the flies. All right. Make sure y'all write that stuff down. Write it in your Bible. Because when we read the scripture, sometimes you don't take things literally. You're like, oh yeah, he sent flies and all of that. But everything was for a reason. All right. All right, go to that next slide, y'all. Go ahead. Exodus chapter 9 and verse 3, y'all.
The book of Exodus chapter 9 and verse 3. Behold, the hand of the Lord is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain. And the Lord shall serve between the cattle of Israel and cattle of Egypt.
Right. So the Lord is going to do what? He's going to make a difference between the animals that belong to the Israelites and the animals that belong to the Egyptians. All right, go ahead.
There shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel. And the Lord appointed and set time, saying, tomorrow the Lord shall do this thing in the land. And the Lord did that thing on the morrow. And all the cattle of Egypt died. But the cattle of the children of Israel died not.
Right.
And Pharaoh sent.
Died not one.
Died not one.
Go ahead.
And Pharaoh sent. And behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened. And he did not let the people go.
Right. He said Pharaoh's heart was hardened. He did not let the people go. No matter what kept happening, he kept holding on. He was like, no, hell no. Hell no. Right. So get me out of the way, please. All right. Hathor, the cow idol goddess. All right. These are the things when a lot of y'all was running around thinking that we was the Egyptians. And this is the stuff y'all had. Y'all was buying and putting in the crib. We the Egyptians. They trying to steal our heritage. All right. We were slaves under the Egyptians, y'all. All right. So that's the cow idol, Hathor. All right. Go to the next slide. All right. Go ahead. From verse 8.
Exodus 9 and verse 8. And the Lord said unto Moses and unto Aaron, take to you handfuls of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward the heaven in the sight of Pharaoh, and it shall become small dust in all the land of Egypt, and shall be a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beasts throughout all the land of Egypt.
Right. Go ahead.
And they took ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled it up toward heaven, and it became a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beasts.
Right. So that's talking about like big bumps on your body and all that type of stuff. All right. Go ahead.
And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils.
Right.
For the boil was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians.
Right. All the magicians had it. The magicians had it and the Egyptians had it. Right. I think the name of the magicians was Janus and Jambreeze. Yeah, they had the wild names too. They had the good names for magicians. Right. So right here, this goddess is called Ketesh. Right? The idol of beauty and health. The goddess of beauty and health, right? So that's how come the Lord put them boils all over the body. Right? Because ain't nothing too beautiful about that. Right. So yeah, you worshiping Ketesh. All right, let me see this. Woo. Threw them boils on them and on the magicians. Right? All praises. Y'all got that? Y'all wrote that down? All right. Next slide. Go ahead. We still in Exodus 9, y'all. Verse 22.
The book of Exodus, chapter 9 and verse 22. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch forth thy hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beasts, and upon every herb of the field, throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven. And the Lord sent thunder and hail, and the fire ran along upon the ground. And the Lord rained hail upon the land of Egypt. So there was hail, and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt since it became a nation. And the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. And the hail smote every herb of the field, and brake every tree in the field.
Come on.
Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, was there no hail.
Right. So it's like when they have them rainstorms. I heard it was one out here last week where the storm was here, but then you looked across the street and there was nothing going on. So that's how it was. The hail was just smashing where the Egyptians was at. But where Goshen was, where Israel dwelt, nothing. Sunny day. Right? And this right here, this is the idol goddess of the sky, Nu. All right? So now she the idol goddess of the sky. Why she got all that hail coming down and smashing the Egyptians and not Israel? All right. And the Lord going to do this again. Because today we got a lot of idols. Instagram, right? Cars, houses, money, a lot of idols, right? They had a show called American Gods. It was a show that was out. It's not out anymore, but it had like 3 or 4 seasons. But it was called American Gods. And it was showing how everything in this world is a god. You know, they had internet. The internet was a person. He was a demon. Then you had that sexual chick. I don't know what she was. But I guess if you had that lust spirit on you, and the lust spirit, what she would do, she would have sex with the man, and then he would he would just get lost in her stuff. Yeah, they showed that. He just would become smaller and smaller and then go into there and that's it. He would disappear in her snatch. Got snatched up by the snatch. That's crazy. Real talk. Anybody ever seen that? I couldn't believe it. Yeah. I seen it by mistake. Because I was never into that show. And I was like, American God. I don't even know how that came on. And I saw the woman come in and she was with this Edomite and everything. I was like, yo, what is she doing? She playing herself. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking on a regular level of her just with some Edomite. Oh, man. Because the sister, she's like a Nigerian sister. So that goddess was an African goddess. And homeboy just was in there. Oh, he was having a good time. Then all of a sudden he was like, oh, what's happening? She was like, you feel good, right? Yeah. All of a sudden he vanished. Real talk. If y'all ever seen it, if y'all never seen it, well, don't look at it. It's like, but it's hilarious. When I was crying. watched it twice. It was hilarious. But I ain't watched the rest of the show. But the main point was I did see it from time to time. And a lot of stuff, y'all could pull up little clips probably. But everything in this world, they had as an actual person. So if you was into money, then they had a god of money. Right? So anything, and it was all destructive. Nothing was good. It was all destructive. So the same thing for this. So today we got to understand that the Lord is going to purge all that out of us, all the stuff that you chasing behind, right? And I know a lot of brothers repented, a lot of sisters repented for a lot of things y'all was doing, right? But the old man is always around. Old man is always around. All right? So come on. What we got? Oh, shoot. There she go right there. That's her. Oh, y'all brothers watching that show, bro. Them brothers watch. And look, she got an apple. They try to make her like Eve. Well, Eve didn't have an apple, y'all, so don't let's not do that. But that's her right there. She had that same wig on too when she disappeared homeboy. Yeah, she disappeared that dude. It was crazy as hell. All right. Yeah, it was crazy, bro. I never seen nothing like it. It was hilarious. But it was dope because that's really what happens though if you think about it. Yeah. That's what happens. Yeah. Remember the scripture talk about a whoremonger? All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. It ain't talking about the feast of sweet bread. It's talking about all bread is sweet to a whoremonger. You get lost in the hoes. You get lost in the hoes. 2 hoes, 3 hoes. I need another hoe.
You know what that reminded me of Proverbs 7 when it said her house is the way to hell?
That's right.
That's what that scene reminded me of.
Definitely. He was in hell.
Yeah, she got him.
Yeah. Crazy. All right. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. All right. Exodus 10.
The book of Exodus, chapter 10,
verse 12.
And verse 12. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up upon the land of Egypt and eat every herb of the land, even all that the hail hath left. Mm-hmm. And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and the Lord brought an east wind upon the land all that day and all that night. And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts. And the locusts went up over all the land of Egypt and rested in all the coast of Egypt. Very grievous were they. Before them, there were no such locusts.
Bro, you heard that? Before them, there were no such locusts. The Lord created some new locusts to come down there. He said, yo, take those out of the chamber. Remember them ones I made? Yeah, get them out the chamber. Let them come out. Go ahead.
Before them, there was no such locust as they. Mm-hmm. Neither after them shall be such.
That means them locusts never going to be seen again.
Damn.
They went right back to the chamber. Go ahead.
And they covered the face of the whole earth, so that the land was darkened. Mm-hmm. And they did eat every herb of the land.
Right.
And all the fruit of the trees which the hail had left. Mm-hmm. And there remained not any green thing in the trees, nor in the herbs of the field, throughout all the land of Egypt.
That's crazy. So the hail destroyed all the fruit, vegetation, and everything. And what the hail didn't get, the Lord said, yo, send down my locusts. Washed all that up. Right? And what? That's the god of vegetation, Osiris. And I'm pretty sure we all heard of Osiris. Mm-hmm. That's like a famous name. You know what I'm saying? Osiris. Right? So that's the god of vegetation and death. All right? All right. What's that next slide, Joe? Oh, yeah. The sun god, Ra. Y'all all heard of him, right? Exodus 10:21. Go ahead.
The book of Exodus, chapter 10 and verse 21. Mm-hmm. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses...
Whoa. Hey. Yikes. Even darkness that may be felt. How many of y'all felt darkness before? I can't say I felt darkness before. All right, read on.
And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. Mm-hmm. They saw not one another.
They couldn't even see. You know how when you're in the dark, your eyes adjust?
Yeah.
No. There was no adjustment to the dark. They saw not one another. Go ahead.
Neither rose any from his place for 3 days.
They was in the corner for 3 days. They didn't move. You seen that? They couldn't. They didn't want to get nothing to eat. Nothing. Hello. Jambreeze. Are you out there? No. Damn. Read.
But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings.
Oh man, but the Israelites had that light, right? But everybody else was dark. We're gonna get to that. Go to the next slide. All right, Exodus 12, 29, and 30. Wait. Go back. Oh, yeah, I said that already. That was Ra. No, most of y'all know him as Amun Ra, right? The sun god. Okay.
The book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 29. And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
Damn.
From the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon.
Whoa.
And
Go ahead.
and all the firstborn of cattle.
So when you was in prison, you wasn't getting away with it either. If you happen to be the firstborn and you was in prison for robbing somebody, you was getting put to death. If you was the firstborn Egyptian and you was in jail unjustly, you was getting put to death. Anybody in that prison who was firstborn was getting knocked off. Go ahead.
And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians. And there was a great cry in Egypt.
Damn.
For there was not a house where there was not one dead.
And you know, I like what Deacon Malachi said earlier, because you never really think about it like this. But if you think about America, right? Because America is modern day Egypt. If you think about it, imagine if that happened here to the heathen. What kind of cry would you be hearing?
Man, yikes.
This place would be getting boiled down, right? So imagine that. That's what's going on in Egypt right now. There's a lot of people in Egypt. Don't think it's like 20,000 people. The Israelites had thousands and thousands of people. So imagine the Egyptians. All right, the ones who wasn't even close to the city, the ones that was out in the suburbs. You know what I mean? Out in the desert or whatever. Them too. Everybody just crying out. Right? Get me out the way, y'all. And that's ISIS. Everybody heard of ISIS. They used to have a show with her back in the days. I was a little kid. Oh, mighty ISIS, ISIS, ISIS. Y'all remember that? Y'all, come on, y'all. Come on. I know y'all young ones, I don't know a damn thing, but the rest of y'all, don't try to play like y'all don't know that joint. Y'all know it. Don't try to leave me alone. You the hell you talking about? I'm talking about mighty ISIS. They looking around like, oh, I ain't got that. It was one sister one time, man. Sister acting like she 25. I forgot what singer we brought up. We brought up some R&B singer from like the 80s. And she talking about, oh, that's before my time. I said, before your time? What the hell time you think we talking about? This is way past your time. God, well, you about to make me start cursing in here. But yeah, ISIS, right? They had her like a superhero back then, right? But she's actually what? The goddess of life. But guess what? The Lord was taking life, right? Like the Benjavites said, we taking life and giving death, right? Give and take, but it's the same thing. But now, let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 17, because I want to read something to y'all. Because remember that darkness that was felt? Yeah, we got to read about that darkness. Because they didn't put this in a movie. Yeah, that darkness is crazy. Hey, 17, that's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17. We're going to start in verse 1. Come on.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17 and verse 1. For great are thy judgments, and cannot be expressed. Therefore, uttered souls have erred.
Unnurtured souls have erred. Go ahead.
For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation,
go ahead,
they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness.
The prisoners of darkness. Remember that they said that they didn't move for 3 days? They stayed in the same place. Go ahead.
And fettered with the bonds of a long night.
It said they were fettered with the bonds, meaning what? That darkness was like chains of a long night, meaning what? How much? 72 hours of a night. Go ahead.
Lay there, exiled from the eternal providence.
Go ahead.
For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness.
Go ahead.
Being horribly astonished.
Go ahead.
And troubled with strange apparitions.
They were troubled with strange apparitions. So when they were in that darkness that they could feel, it wasn't just dark. They were being bothered with strange apparitions. Read on.
For neither might the corners that held them keep them from fear.
Right. Meaning that they stuck themselves in the corner, but they were still scared to death. Why? Go ahead.
But noises
go ahead,
as of waters falling down sounded about them.
Right. So they hearing water falling. They're like, what is that? Go ahead.
And sad visions appeared unto them.
Oh man, sad visions. Go ahead.
With heavy countenances.
Right, sad visions with heavy countenance, meaning they were seeing visions of people's sad faces. Right? Remember, they couldn't see each other, but they were seeing these visions. Water running. I want y'all to think about that. Put yourself in that space. Go ahead.
No power of the fire might give them light.
You heard that? The fire couldn't give them no light. Go ahead.
Neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night.
Even the stars they couldn't see. Go ahead.
Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself. Very dreadful.
Right. A fire appeared that they didn't start. The Lord had a fire appear. He was like, I ain't start that one. Go ahead.
For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than sight, they saw not.
Right. So the things they were seeing, they was thinking, damn, what about the things we not seeing? Right? Go ahead.
For the illusions of art magic,
go ahead.
They were put down.
Right.
And their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace.
Go ahead.
For they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at.
Right. So Janus and Jambres, the magicians, they was in there scared to death too. Probably praying to the Lord, oh Lord, please. Go ahead.
For though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that passed by,
right,
and hissing of serpents.
Right. So they had snakes making noise in this. They're hearing everything. Lions roaring, all types of stuff going on. And they sitting there in the dark waiting to get eaten. And ain't nothing there. Go ahead. That's the darkness that could be felt, y'all. That's why precept must be upon precept. Because now you get a full understanding of what the hell was going on when the Lord was terrorizing them. Right? Go ahead.
They died for fear.
Hold up. They had heart attacks.
Yeah.
They was just dropping dead. Go ahead.
Denying that they saw the air.
Right.
Which could of no side be avoided.
Go ahead.
For wickedness, condemned by their own witness, is very timorous, and being pressed with conscience.
No, conscience is good.
With conscience, always forecasteth grievous things.
Right. Because they had such wicked conscience, they thinking about only bad things. Right? It said it forecasted grievous things. Go ahead.
For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offereth.
You see that? Because the fear, what? They didn't have anything to secure them. They didn't believe in God. They didn't believe in all their belief systems were destroyed. So now that fear developed. And now that's why they're going through what they're going through, right? I mean, they not no Israelites anyway. It's not like they could have repented. But the point is, this is how the Lord was showing us, right? Go ahead.
And the expectation from within, being less, counteth the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment.
Right. The point is the ignorance, meaning there was nothing out there, but they don't know that. So it's making them more afraid. Y'all understand that? Yeah. All right, go ahead.
But they sleeping the same sleep that night, which was indeed intolerable, and which came upon them out of the bottoms of inevitable hell.
Right.
Were partly vexed with monstrous apparitions.
They were seeing monsters, y'all. Woo. Monsters. This is what the Lord was doing. Go ahead.
And partly fainted. Their heart failing them.
Right. Heart attack. Go ahead.
For a sudden fear and not looked for came upon them.
Right.
So then whosoever there fell down was straitly kept, shut up in a prison without iron bars.
Right. So if they fell down, they just stayed right there. I ain't getting up.
Balled up.
Yo, this is crazy. Go ahead, read on.
For whether he were husbandman or shepherd,
go ahead,
or a laborer in the field,
right,
he was overtaken.
Go ahead.
And endowed that necessity.
And endured that necessity. Go ahead.
Which could not be avoided. For they were all bound with one chain of darkness.
That's right. Go ahead.
Whether it were a whistling wind.
A whistling wind had them scared to death. Go ahead.
Or a melodious noise of birds among the spreading branches.
Go ahead.
Or a pleasing fall of water, running violently.
Go ahead.
Or terrible sounds of stones casting down.
Go ahead.
Or a running that could not be seen of skipping beasts.
Right. They had skipping all. This is what they're hearing. All type of animals skipping through. They could just admit. They said, "Oh my God, let me stay right here. Maybe they won't run into me." Go ahead. Go ahead.
Or a roaring voice of most savage wild beasts.
Right. Go ahead.
Or a rebounding echo from the hollow mountains.
Right.
These things made them to swoon for fear.
Damn. Go ahead.
For the whole world shined with clear light.
Go ahead.
And none were hindered in the labor.
Go ahead.
Over them only was spread an heavy night, an image of that darkness which should afterwards receive them.
Go ahead.
But yet were they unto themselves more grievous than the dark.
Right. Y'all see that? That's what was going on. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. All right. So that's what we call precept upon precept. Yeah. Right. So you take that whole chapter right there and push it right into what we read about Amun Ra and all that. Right. The Bible is like that, y'all. Okay. Even when you read the book of Daniel, you go into the 3 holy children. That fits right in there. All right. This is how you, after a while, when you start to really study, the Bible is going to get smaller and smaller. Right now, it's a huge book. But as you start to study and understand precepts, it's going to become smaller. It's going to become easier to understand. Right? All praises. All right, so let's go to Exodus 14. We don't got that much, y'all. We're about to be done. Now they're going to be home tonight. Think about skipping beasts.
Nightmare.
Sometime this week, they hear any little noise, they're going to be like, oh, this is skipping beasts. Jamie, yo, go check downstairs. Where's Sister JoJo at?
You're going to be like, you felt that darkness?
Oh, man. All right, Exodus 14. All right, 23, y'all.
The book of Exodus, chapter 14 and verse 23.
Go ahead.
And the Egyptians pursued and went in after them.
Now, I just brought this out because this is after now Israel already left, right? When Israel left, y'all, Israel left with goods. They came, they brought them all the gold. They had all their silver, bangles, chains, everything. They gave them everything. Please get out of here. Take this with you. All right? Now, they made it look like that, but I know Israel was probably ripping their bracelets off. Give me that money. You know what I'm saying? Take that chain. You know what I'm saying? Run your pockets. Right? Go ahead.
To the midst of the sea, even all Pharaoh's horses,
right,
his chariots and his horsemen.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass that in the morning watch, the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians,
right,
through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians.
Now you see that right there. It says that in the morning watch, the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians. Right? Read on.
And took off their chariot wheels.
He took off their chariot wheels. Go ahead.
And they drave them heavily. So that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fighteth for them against the Egyptians.
Now, I want somebody to explain that to me when it says that the Lord looked through the pillar of fire and the cloud and troubled the host. Somebody talk to me. Because they didn't put this in the movie. If y'all ever seen the old movie 10 Commandments, this was not in there. Right? Because if they put that in there, they got to explain a lot of things. You know, nobody got nothing for me. I got to call somebody now. Come on. Yeah, Officer Azriel. Who's there behind you, bro? To your right. To your right. Who that? The new brother? Let me see. What's his name? What's your name, David? Damien? Damien, grab the mic. It's nice to meet you. Get introduced to Israel United in Christ, my brother.
Shalom, brother.
All right.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, sir. So now what we just read in Exodus 14 and 24, right?
Yes.
Remember, the Egyptians is chasing Israel, right? And now it said, and it came to pass that in the morning watch, the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians. When it said that he looked through the pillar of fire and and of the cloud, what does that mean? All right, let me help you. I'm gonna give you a hold on. I'm gonna give you a hint because you knew. What did the Israelites follow while they were walking through the wilderness?
They follow Moses.
Okay, what else? What else was there?
The cloud.
The cloud.
Right.
Right. What was the cloud?
Christ.
What was it?
Christ.
What was the cloud exactly?
Got me on that one. You got me.
Okay. Okay. All right. I ain't gonna put you under the pressure. You stood up. You was good. We threw a couple shots. You know what I mean? Go to the hospital. All right, you good? Pass the mic. Who else is over there? Nah, Aaron Nigel know that already. Let me see who else. Nah, come on, son. What's going on here? Who we got, man? Oh yeah, they go my man, Soldier Uriel. Give it to him. Yeah. Kung Fu man.
Okay, what's the question again, sir?
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I mean, I heard you, but
All right, verse 24. It says, "And it came to pass that in the morning watch, the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians, right, through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians." So when it says that he looked through the pillar of fire and the cloud, what does that mean?
I can't think of the scripture right now. But
You ain't got to think of no scripture. I want you to explain it.
Okay, the fire is what was protecting the Israelites, but the cloud was the chariot.
The cloud is the chariot.
Yes.
That's what it is. The pillar of fire and the cloud, that's the chariot.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. That's what it is, a chariot.
Yes.
Right. There's no protection. What do you think it is? Laser beams? No, but something did happen, though. But it's a chariot. Yeah. So my brother, Damien? Right. So that's a chariot. Meaning what? What is a chariot? You know what that is? UFO. A ship. So the whole time this chariot, this ship was out in front of the Israelites, they were following that the whole time. So now when it says the Lord looked out, he literally looked out. Y'all got to really recognize what's happening here. He literally looked out. Boom. And he said he troubled it. I don't know how he troubled it. They didn't say nothing. Maybe he did use a laser. I don't know. Maybe he just thought about it and the wheels came off. But they made sure to let you know that he troubled their chariot wheels and drave them heavily. Right? So that's the point. Right? That the chariot was there to do what? Protect the Israelites and do what? Get them out of there. Right? So now, go to Isaiah 31. Go to Isaiah 31. Let's start in verse 1. We're going to read down.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Right. Go ahead.
And stay on horses and trust in chariots.
Right. We're going to get right to it. You see that? Now, this is talking about what? This is talking about the modern day. Is this talking about the past Egypt? Read on.
Because they are many and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord.
Go ahead.
Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words.
Right. So the Lord will not call back his words. Go ahead.
But will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity.
Go ahead.
Now the Egyptians are men and not God.
Right. The Egyptians are men and not God. Go ahead.
And their horses flesh.
Right. Go ahead.
And not spirit. When the Lord...
Whoa. Their horses are flesh and not spirit. See? The reason it says... I'll get back to that. Go ahead.
When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that hopeth shall fall down, and they all shall fail together.
Go ahead.
For thus hath the Lord spoken unto me, like as the lion and the young lion roaring on his prey.
Go ahead.
When a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice.
Go ahead.
Nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall the Lord of hosts come down to fight.
What are you going to do?
Shall come down to fight.
So the Lord of hosts shall come down to fight. Right? When we just read in Exodus over there, what did he do? Did he not come down to fight? Okay, read on.
for the Mount Zion, and for the hills hill thereof.
Go ahead, read on.
As birds flying.
As birds flying. Go ahead.
So will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem.
Go ahead.
Defending also he will deliver it.
Go ahead.
And passing over.
And doing what?
Passing over. He will preserve it.
Right. As birds flying, meaning what? This is talking about the Egypt of today, America. That's why I said that their horses are what? Are flesh, that the Egyptians are just men. But the horses of the Lord or the chariots of the Lord are spirit. Meaning what? When you read in Ezekiel chapter 1, that the angels were flying the chariots with their thoughts. They put that in the movie. If y'all ever seen Independence Day, right? They were moving it. They called it biotech. That's what they were calling it in the movie. But they got that from the scriptures. Because it said wherever the angels turned, that's where the ship went. So the angels just turned. Matter of fact, when you see the videos of the UAPs or UFOs, whatever they call, they don't never move like any other type of ship. They be up and down, around. They move wherever they want. That's why the jets can't fly with them. All right? This is what the Lord got. The Lord got real technology. That's what y'all don't understand. And remember, this is ancient. When y'all see the movie Star Wars, you know how it always starts? In a galaxy far away a long, long time ago. But look at that technology they had a long, long time ago. They get that from the scriptures. Because God been had this. Right? Where he's sitting at on his throne in the book of Daniel to tell you the chariots is around him. Like, it's crazy. Y'all got to really put this. You see, the reason this is written in here so we could try to a little bit see the magnificence. You understand? Because this is another level. So now what I'm trying to show y'all is that in Exodus, Christ was just there with one ship. But in these times, one ship is not going to do it because he allowed Esau to come up with so much power that now he's going to bring in 200 million chariots to fight. That's in the scriptures. That's why the Lord said he's going to take down Babylon in 1 hour. Going to be very easy because he's going to have a lot of ships. He allowed them to build up so there could be some kind of fight. Y'all don't know the Lord like fighting? No, y'all got to understand that. Yeah, the Lord loves fighting. If y'all didn't know that, then y'all got to get to know that. When you hear the Pope talking about, oh, peace on earth, goodwill to men. Shut up. Shut up. The Lord loved warriors. Period. The Lord said, I'm a man of war. Why would he say that? If he wasn't that. He's a man of war. And you men got to be men of war. That's what the scripture said, what? That endure hardness as a good soldier to make yourself acceptable to him that sent you. I know I kind of butchered it, but you know what I'm talking about. All right? Yeah, read. I like that verse 5 again. As birds flying. Hold on. So as birds flying, you got what? You got the V shape of the chariots coming in. That's how birds fly. Right? Most of the jets and the fighter jets and stuff, that's what they do. And that's how Christ's going to come. That's how he's going to come. He had come down and defend his people. That's why you read in Isaiah 60, he going to come stomp out Esau. Who's that coming from Bosra? He going to have blood all the way up to the horse's bridle and all that. This is a real thing, y'all. All right? Keep going with that. You got me going crazy there. Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 15. Just to let y'all know how this whole book come together. Real beautiful. 18:15.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18 and verse 15.
Go ahead.
Thine almighty word leaped down from heaven.
Stop. Thine almighty word leaped down from heaven. Who's the word? Christ. Leaped down from heaven. Go ahead.
Out of thy royal throne.
Right. Go ahead.
As a fierce man of war.
As a what?
Fierce man of war.
Right. A fierce man of war. Go ahead.
Into the midst of the land of destruction.
Right. He jumping right into the middle of it. That's what y'all got to understand. When y'all see Predator and all these movies, and the Predator be looking around trying to find out where's all the beef at. You don't see. I love Predator. His whole life is just fighting. War. He's looking around, where the beef at? They got a good war going on down there. I'm going there. Predator don't go nowhere where everybody living good. Whoever's having a good time, he don't have nothing to do with that. He'll let you walk on by. Just don't have a pistol on you. You got a pistol, you got bad intentions, Predator's there. So I'm not calling, obviously we're not calling Christ Predator, but I'm just telling y'all how they take different things from the scriptures and put that into a character. Because look at this right here. Thine almighty word leapt down from heaven out of thy royal throne. And look, this is Wisdom of Solomon 18. We was just reading 17. Letting you know who was doing all that killing in Egypt. Huh? Christ was doing it. He was doing all the killing. Same thing when you see in Corinthians when it says that what? That Christ showed up and he was doing what? He was the destroyer when he was killing us. When he had all of the snakes biting us and all that and killing us. All right? Don't sleep. You got to know what you're serving, man. This not white man Jesus. It's not Caesar. Y'all seen Donald Trump with the Jesus and hugging him. A lot of y'all was mad. That is not Jesus, man. Right. That's Caesar Borgia. All the Edomites was mad. I can't believe it. He is the Antichrist. Look what he's doing to Jesus. That ain't Jesus, man. That's Caesar. Oh, man. Hey, we about to wrap it up. Go to Jeremiah 16. Let me get Jeremiah 16 and verse 14.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he have driven them.
Stop. It said it's going to be no longer said, look what the Lord, hold on, I'm about to tear that up. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children out of Israel from the, oh man, I'm sorry, y'all. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. You see how we going over this all the time in this Passover? In the kingdom, we're not having this kind of Passover no more. We're not going to be talking about Egypt. You know what we're going to be talking about? America. It's going to be way crazier, way more cinematic, way more dramatic. You don't see how the Lord put together the theater? I hate to say it. I got to really bring it to y'all, make y'all understand. Y'all don't see what's going on over there in the Middle East? When we first got, some of y'all are new, when we first we're getting taught this years ago, right? When we weren't so big, it was kind of more like, okay, you know what I mean? Okay, Iran, okay, yeah, cool. Right? Because we used to hear about Iran every now and again and all of that. But now, those scriptures are fitting lovely. You're trying to figure out, damn, how all the Arabs going to come together? Now you see it happening. How Iran going to be fighting against them? That don't even make no sense. Iran can't fight nobody. Now you seeing Iran knuckling up. Lovely. Yeah, you seeing this thing right now happen. You seeing Saudi Arabia starting to talk a little slick to America. Never was happening before, right? But this is the Lord. When the scriptures say he's mustering the battle up, he's instigating it. Yeah. Y'all got to understand them words, man. Don't feel no way. Some of y'all might be mad, right? We had a sister in the street the other day say, what? God is a misogynist. Yeah, talking crazy. Oh, I don't like the way God acts. Why is he doing this? Yeah, because he's doing it. Yeah, somebody said, yo, why God even made us? And the scriptures just say God made us for his pleasure. Yeah, just because he can. Yeah, that's what it is, y'all. We have to really get this stuff in our minds so we stop, I don't know. I just want to make sure y'all not in the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that you're not an Israelite, but you're still kind of Christian. This is something else, y'all. We part of remember when the Lord said, I'm raising up the armies? That's what he meant. You might be saying how he meant armies. He got women and children. Yeah, he don't give a damn. Yeah, the army. So make sure we gotta really be running hard and rolling like we serious. Go ahead, read that again, bro.
But the Lord, verse 15. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
The land of the north. What's the land of the north? Right, North America. All the tribes is here. There's no place like this. All the tribes are here. Remember, in Isaiah 14, it talks about when Esau said, I have sat on top of the congregation of the north. Talking about the Israelites, how he sat on us and had us under oppression. That's what this is saying now. Go ahead.
And from all the lands whither he have driven them.
Right. And when you see in Isaiah 11:11, and 12, when the Lord has all of the different countries where he got us scattered and where we're going to be, when it says that we won't be recovered the second time. Right? Matter of fact, we should get that right after this. No, go ahead. Finish that.
And I will bring them again into their land.
Right.
That I gave unto their fathers.
Right.
Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord.
Woo. I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord. Right? Because when you, what were Peter and all of them, right? The Lord said, I will make you fishers of men. Right? Let me show y'all a little something. Because when it says fishers of men, I don't want to keep y'all. We're only going to do a couple more scriptures. Right? When it says fishers of men, right? The world runs off with that. It says what? He's fishing for all men. Give me Isaiah 47. No, I'm sorry, Ezekiel 47. And then we're going to go to Isaiah 11, y'all. Just check this out. Y'all need to see this. Y'all need to see this. All right. Ezekiel chapter 47. All right. Now start at verse 1.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 47 and verse 1. Afterward, he brought me again unto the door of the house. And behold, waters ensued out from under the threshold of the house eastward. For the forefront of the house stood toward the east. And the waters came down from under from the right side of the house at the south side of the altar.
Right. So when it's talking about the waters, Christian, what it's talking about? Waters.
Hey, shalom, leadership. Most high Christ bless.
Sign Christ bless.
It's talking about wisdom, information.
Right.
Yeah.
The understanding.
Understanding.
Right. Go ahead. Read on.
Then brought he me out of the way of the gate northward, and led me about the way without unto the utter gate by the way that looketh eastward. And behold, there ran out waters on the right side.
Go ahead.
And when the man that had the line in his hand went forth eastward, he measured 1,000 cubits, and he brought me through the waters. The waters were to the ankles.
Right. So at some time, the water was only to our ankles. We had a little understanding. Go ahead.
Again, he measured 1,000 and brought me through the waters. The waters were to the knees.
And then the waters rose up to the knees. Right. Go ahead.
Again, he measured 1,000 and brought me through. The waters were to the loins.
Right. All up to your waist now. Go ahead.
Afterward, he measured 1,000, and it was a river that I could not pass over.
Right. Go ahead.
For the waters were risen, waters to swim in.
Right.
A river that could not be passed over.
Right. I don't know where the water is for us, so I couldn't answer that question for you. But clearly, the understanding is advancing. Right. The waters are rising. Certain things y'all learning now, some brothers didn't learn for a long time. Right. Same thing with us. When we came in, we was learning stuff faster than when the bishop and them learned it. Right. Because we coming in at their level, so to speak. Right. Now, I want you to jump. No. Keep reading, because this is going to get you to understanding on what I'm about to talk about with the fishes. Go ahead.
Verse 6, and he said unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen this? Then he brought me and caused me to return to the brink of the river.
Go ahead.
Now when I returned, behold, at the bank of the river were very many trees on one side and on the other.
Right. So the trees are what? Right next to the water. You see that in Psalms 1. Right? Meaning what? These trees are getting what? All the nutrients from the water, they're getting strong. Right? Go ahead.
Then said he unto me, These waters issued out toward the east country, and go down into the desert, and go into the sea.
Go ahead.
Which being brought forth into the sea, the waters shall be healed.
Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that everything that liveth,
go ahead,
which moveth, whithersoever the river shall come, shall live.
Go ahead.
And there shall be a very great multitude of fish.
There's going to be a very great multitude of fish. Go ahead.
Because these waters shall come thither.
Go ahead.
For they shall be healed. And everything shall live whither the river cometh.
Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that the fishers shall stand upon it.
The fishers are going to stand upon it. Go ahead.
From En-gedi even unto Eniglium.
Right.
They shall be a place to spread forth nets. Their fish shall be according to their kind.
Their fish shall be what?
According to their kind.
What kind of fish they going to be getting? Huh? Exactly, their own people. The fish is going to be according to their kind. Y'all see that? So when you read in I think it's Matthew 4, right? Is that what it is? Matthew 4, when it talks about spreading the nets and all that? 13? Yeah, somebody pull that real quick. Right? I'm going to finish up while you find that, right? I'm going to finish it up. It says, their fish shall be according to their kinds as the fish of the great sea exceeding many. right? That's the fishing that's going to be going on. They ain't going to be fishing for anybody. Looking for Israel only. Y'all understand that? Hold on. Huh? You got it in Matthew?
Yeah.
Where you at?
1347.
Oh, it is that. Okay, go ahead.
Matthew chapter 13 and verse 47.
Uh-huh.
Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered every kind.
Right.
Which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into the vessels.
Go ahead.
But cast the bad away.
You see that? But cast the bad away, right? So that's a twofold right there. That one is talking about the evil Israelites, obviously, right? When you look in when it talks about the wedding, right? And the Lord said, get the good and the bad, right? But there's another one with Peter in them. I think it's in 4. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. We about to go. I'm sorry, but we got to look at it. 4:19. Yep. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 4 and verse 19.
Starting 18.
Verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth.
4 and 18.
Oh, excuse me, 5. Sorry about that. The book of Matthew, chapter 4 and verse 18. And Jesus, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw 2 brethren, Simon called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers.
Right, casting a net into the sea because they were fishers. Go ahead.
And he said unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men.
Right, that ain't happening for no reason, y'all. These things in the scriptures ain't happening for no reason. All right, so I just wanted to show y'all that when that fishing is going on, it's only Israel. All right, just want to be clear with that. I'll let y'all know what's in Ezekiel. All right, go to Isaiah 11:11. We'll end there. All right.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 11 and verse 11.
Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time.
Right, the second time. Go ahead.
To recover the remnant of his people.
Right, because the first time was in Egypt. Right, go ahead.
Which shall be left from Assyria.
Go ahead, Turkey. Go ahead.
And from Egypt.
Uh-huh.
And from Pathros.
Go ahead.
And from Cush.
Go ahead.
And from Elam.
Uh-huh, India.
And from Shinar.
Iraq.
And from Hamath.
Syria.
And from the islands of the sea.
Uh-huh.
He shall set up an ensign for the nations.
He shall set up an ensign for the nations. Go ahead.
And shall assemble the outcasts of Israel.
So who are the nations? Right. So when it says he's going to set an ensign for the nations, meaning what? All the Israelites came out of all of those nations. And that's why it says here, the outcasts of Israel. Y'all understand that? All right, don't let the Christians fool you, man. Go ahead.
And gather together the dispersed of Judah,
right,
from the 4 corners of the earth.
Go ahead.
The envy of Ephraim shall depart.
Right. The northern kingdom will stop being envious. Go ahead.
And the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off.
Go ahead.
Ephraim shall not envy Judah.
Go ahead.
And Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
Right. And the southern kingdom not going to be making Ephraim mad or the northern kingdom angry anymore. Meaning what? The 12 tribes going to be back together again. That's what it's saying. All right. So with that, Lord's will, y'all got something out of that. Happy Passover. All right. All praise.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.